Hi everyone, GCSE Maths Higher Paper 2 Edexcel exam board. If you're looking for some resources where you can learn the maths topics very quickly, you are in the right place. This is for Paper 2 revision guide. 100% guaranteed topics and question types. Check it out. GCSE Maths Higher Paper 2 revision of 30 topics. 100% guaranteed, and all the above topics are in the Maths Paper 2 7th June 2022. Let's have a look of the topics. First, number 1, error interval. So in the error interval, they may ask for rounding or truncation. Question number 1, a number x is rounded to one decimal place. The result is 5.8. Write down the error interval for x. So the error interval answer is in this format. X is between the two range. The right hand side, it's going to be the upper bound of the given information. So if the number is rounded to one decimal place, 5.8, the upper bound is 5.85 and the lower bound is 5.75. So you can see when you round up the 5.75 to one decimal place is 5.8, and 5.85 if you round up to 5.9, but that is not included because there is no equal sign. So this one has an equal sign and this one doesn't have an equal sign. So the answer is between 5.75 and 5.85. Question number 2, a number x is rounded to 3 significant figure. The result is 0.458. Write down the error interval for the x. So upper bound for that one 0.4585 and 0.4575. That is round up to one decimal and 3 significant figures. Question number 3, a number x is truncated to one decimal place. The result is 8.2. Write down the error interval for x. So truncation means you are chopping off the number at that point. Say for an example, 8.2578. If I ask you to truncate it to one decimal place, you are chopping off the entire number after the one decimal place, regardless of what number is there. If it is more than 5 or less than 5, we don't really care. We chop the number and answer is 8.2. So after the 8.2, the second decimal could be 0 or could be 9, right? So the minimum number, lower value could be the 8.2, and the higher value doesn't have the equal sign, it's going to be 8.3. So anything less than 8.3, anything more than and equal to 8.2, it's going to be truncation interval. A number is truncated to 3 significant figure, 0.458. So copy the 0.458 as it is. And the next one is going to be 0.459, anything less than 0.459. That's all about the error interval. Topic number 2, use of calculator. In this topic, the examiner is checking you whether you are familiar with the calculator operations, powers, roots, cube roots, and sine, angles, and all these fractional icons and the symbols in the calculator. So the first question, work out 8.2 plus 8.7 over the denominator inside the bracket with squares. Write down all the figures from the calculator display. So I'm going to use my calculator. I'm using a Casio 991EX emulator. So if you have a similar calculator or a scientific calculator, please follow the procedure and make sure you know the calculator operations. First of all, I'm going to be using the fractional operation, which is this one. So 8.2 plus 8.7, and use the arrow key to go down, and bracket start 3.15 times by 2.5, making sure close the brackets, and there's a square there, so you can use square. So press the equal sign and you get a fractional answer. Press the SD, which is a symbol to decimal or digital. So 0.27. So I'm going to be copying all the answers on the display. So 0.27 25119678. So that is the calculator display from the A part. And the B part, they ask you to round up the answer to 2 decimal place. So 2 decimal place means third one is the decider less than 5. So he's not going to be give anything, 0.27. So use your scientific calculator and check whether you are getting the same answer as us. Second question, which is the question number 6. We are going to do the calculator. So in this calculator, in this question, it's the fourth root. The fourth root is going to be shift and this button. So in the small box, you're going to be press 4, which is mean fourth root. Then you need to use the fraction, which is 4.3. Then cube, which is power 3, and use the right arrow to come back plus 3 times sine 46. You can write 3. I always write, make sure that means 3 times sine 46, and close the brackets and come back to the denominator section. 18.3 minus 2.5 and press the calculator. So you get the 1.507. So just wanted to put the calculator on my second screen so that I can access the whiteboard. So 1.507803,495. That is the answer for that. And the B part, round the answer to 3 significant figures. 3 significant figures count from the left hand side. So 1, 2, 3. The fourth one become the decider. 7 will give 1 for the previous number. So the answer is 1.51 is the correct answer. So I'll put the calculator back into the box. So that is our use of calculator. You must. Topic number 3, inverse functions. So the examiner is testing whether you can find the inverse function from a fx function. Easy question is the question number 7, is a standard format, and the question number 8, a little bit of challenging question. So I will show you how to do that one. Question number 7, the function f is defined as fx equal x minus 6 over 2. Find the f of 8. So f of 8 is straightforward substitution. So you are going to be replace the x answer with the 8 minus 6 over 2. 8 minus 6 is 2 over 2. So the answer is 1. Second one, express the inverse function f inverse in the form of f inverse x. So fx function is x minus 6 over 2. Fx we are going to replace with y equal x minus 6 over 2. Now y is going to be swapped to x is going to be swapped to y minus 6 over 2. You're going to be cross multiply, so it's going to be 2x equal y minus 6. So y equal minus 6 go other side, it's going to be 2x plus 6 equal. So the answer is y equal 2x plus 6. So y is the inverse function, f inverse x equal 2x plus 6. That is the answer for the question number 7. Question number 8, the function f is defined as fx is. So I'm going to be write the fx function. It's going to be x minus 6 over x plus 3. Now we're going to do the same thing. So fx is going to be replaced by y. So y equal x minus 6 over x plus 3. Now we are going to be swap the letters y to x and x to y minus 6 over y plus 3. Now we are going to be cross multiply, so x over 1, so cross multiply xy plus 3x equal y minus 6. Bring y to the one side, so I'm going to be bring xy minus y equal minus 6 minus 3x. Now factorize the y. X minus 1 equal minus 6 minus 3x. Now make the y as a subject, so y equal minus 6 minus 3x over x minus 1. Now you can replace the y as a f inverse function of x is minus 6 minus 3x over x minus 1, which is the perfectly correct answer. If you like, you can times the denominator and the numerator by minus 1, then you will get an answer. Minus 6 becomes positive 6 plus 3x, and if I times the minus at the denominator, that becomes 1 minus x. In case if you happen to have this answer, also correct answer. So I'm just writing the both answer is possibly correct format of the question number 8. Topic number 4, composite functions. In this function, examiner is testing given that two function fx and gx. So they can ask g of fx or f of gx. So from that you can equate each other, maybe like a solving quadratics, that kind of stuff. So in this question number 9, we are doing only the basic gf function. The idea behind this question, if it is gfx, you got to keep the first letter as it is, gf of x. So now keep the g and replace the fx with x minus 6 over 2. Right? Now you need to refer to the gx function. Gx function is 4x minus 8. So 4x minus 8. That x is going to be replaced by x minus 6 over 2. Basically, you are putting the fx function into the gx function. That's all about it. So now can simplify. 2 goes into 1, 2 goes into 2. So 2 times x is 2x minus 12 minus 8. So that is equal to 2x minus 20. So now you can take the 2 out, x minus 10, bracket close, and that is the answer for the question number 9. Topic number 5, transformations of functions. This is very important question. Maybe this topic will combine with trigonometric functions, or this can come as a standalone question. Question number 10, the curve with the equation fx is translated so that the point 0, 0 is mapped onto the 2, 0. So 0, 0 point, it's mapped to 2, 0. So that means the fx graph is moved 2 units to the right hand side. So if it is moving to the right hand side by 2 units, find an equation of the translated curve. So the translated curve's equation, f of bracket inside opposite sign x minus 2. If it is going to the left hand side, x plus 2. If it is right hand side, x minus 2. You need to remember the steps. Second question, which is question number 11. Fx function is given. The minimum point is p is 3, minus 4. Write down the minimum points for the following functions. First one, y equal f of x plus 2. F of x plus 2 means the entire graph is moving upwards by 2 units. So the y coordinates increase by 2 units. X coordinate is not going to be changed. So 3 minus 4 plus 2 is going to be minus 2 is the first answer. Second one, fx minus 3 means the x coordinate remain unchanged. Minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7 is the answer. Y equal f of 2x, whatever inside the brackets, you need to divide the x coordinate by 2. X coordinate divide by 2, so which is 1.5 or 3 over 2. Y coordinate no change as minus 4. the number is coming outside of the function, that means in front of the function, that means x coordinate not going to be changed, y coordinate it's going to be stretched, y coordinate times by 2, so minus 8. Now y equal minus fx is a reflection on x-axis. When you reflect the x-axis, a function is reflected by x-axis, which is x coordinate remain unchanged, y coordinate times by negative 1, so that makes positive 4. And y equal f of minus xx, this time the minus coming inside the bracket, reflection on the y-axis. When you reflect on the y-axis, x coordinate change times by minus 1, which is minus 3, y coordinate unchanged, which is minus 4. Now this question, there are two transformations happening, x plus 5, so whatever inside the bracket you need to do the opposite, so minus 5. So x coordinate take away 5, so 3 minus 5, which is minus 2, right? And y coordinate increase by 6, 6 minus 4 is 2, so minus 4 plus 6 is 2. So that is the transformation of the functions. Topic number 6, graphs of trigonometric functions. In this topic, you need to have some knowledge of y equal sin x graph, y equal cos x graph, and y equal tan x graph. First look at the y equal sin x graph. It's a sine wave, and starting from 0, 0, then 90, 0, then 180, 0, 270, 0, 360, 0. But the good news is you have the calculator with you during the paper 2 and paper 3. So in this time, if you have to check the sine values, if you can put sine 0 bracket close, sine 0 is 0, then you can come back and delete sine 90. You check the answer, which is 1, and likewise you can check all the values of whatever the sine values is minus 1 and so on. So once you have all the points of sine 0, sine 90, sine 180, sine 270, sine 360, you can draw a free sketch as a sine wave format. But however, sometimes in the B part, they will ask you to transform the original sin x graph. When you transform the original sin x graph, they might ask you y equals sin x plus 1, which is the entire sin x graph moving 1 unit upwards. So if you know the sin x graph is 0, 0, this point, it moved to 0, 1. And the 90 with 1 moved to 90 to 2. So entire graph moving to 1 unit up. Second one, y equal 2 sin x, which is a function is times by 2. Only the y coordinate times by 2. So the peak point 90, 1 becomes 90, 2. All the x coordinate remains same. So the graph is going to be stretched in the y direction, which is the yellow color curve. That is the answer. The C part, y equals sine x minus 90. Inside the bracket is x minus 90. So you do the opposite. So plus 90. So each point of the original graph added with plus 90. So each peak point added with plus 90. And here this one added with plus 90. So everything added with plus 90, the entire graph is shifted to the right hand side by 90 degrees. The D part, y equals sine 2x. So inside the bracket is 2x. So x coordinate divide by 2. So x coordinate divide by 2 means the original graph 180 divide by 2 gets 90. Original graph 360 divide by 2 gets 180. So the entire graph is shrinked in the x direction by 2. So in the original graph is red color. Here the original graph is y equals sine x is the red color. Y equals sine 2x, it's going to be 2 periods, 2 waves within the 360 degrees. So the blue color is called the y equals sine 2x. So this is the sine x graph. We are going to move on to the cos x graph. Cos x graph, again you can use the calculator to plot the cos x graph. It looks like a bucket, cos bucket. Then tan graph, very important, when you press the calculator to tan 90. So if you press tan 90, and you will get a maths error. So which is very true, because tan 90 is not defined, because tan 90 where the tan graph has a asymptote, where the graph is not intersecting at 90 and 270 and the same multiples. So graph is, you check the graph as a format 90, the asymptote, top part is not touching, bottom part also not touching, same as the 270. So we have a question here, question number 12. One of these graph of the y equal 1 plus cos x between 0 to 360. Circle the letter above the correct graph. So y equal cos x is the cos bucket, plus 1 means entire graph is moving up. I would say the graph is D is the correct ones, because 1 becomes the 2 and the minus 1 becomes the 0 and the 1 becomes the 2. So bucket is up by 1 unit. So that is the answer for the question number 12. And trigonometric graph, please familiar with the sine, cosine, tan, original graph combination with transformation, either moving to the right, moving to the up, moving to the left and moving to the down, or stretching in y direction or stretching in x direction. Topic number 7, coordinates. In this topic, the examiner is asking for whether you can understand the coordinate system in the geometric plane and finding a particular coordinates, x and y coordinates. So in the question number 13, the point A is given 2, 3 and the point B is given 6, 8, and the examiner is asking for the midpoint M between the A and B. So I'm just going to be connecting A and B, the midpoint somewhere here. So midpoint means you need to add the x coordinate and divide by 2. So x coordinate is going to be 6 add 2 and divide by 2, comma, y coordinate 3 add 8 divide by 2, or 8 add 3 divide by 2. So the answer is 6 add 2 is 8, divide by 2 is 4, comma, 8 add 3 is 11, 11 divide by 2 is 5.5 or 11 over 2. So 4, 5.5 is the midpoint for the question number 13. Question number 14, you have the coordinate A and B is given. So assume A is somewhere here. I'm just going to be drawing as a right angle. So this is, let's say, A, which is 5, 5, and B is minus 1, minus 4. Now they are asking find the coordinates of the point C that divides the AB internally in the ratio 2:1. So A is to C, C is somewhere here, and A is to C, C is to B. This is 2 portion to 1 portion, right? So I'm just going to be drawing a dotted line here and a dotted line here. So the entire x distance is difference of the x coordinate. Difference of the x coordinate, 5 take away 1 is 6 units. So the entire height, which is the y difference, 5 take away minus 4 is 5 take away 4. So 5 take away minus 4, which is minus 4 plus 4. 5 plus 4 is 9. Now what we want to do is 6 is divided into 3 parts. Why 3 parts? 2 plus 1 is 3 parts. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So 2 times 2, this is going to be 4 parts and this is going to be 2 parts. So you can do the 5 reverse, take away by 4. This is the 1. So C's x coordinate is 1, comma, C's y coordinate. So this 9 also divide by 3 parts, which is 3. 3 times 2 is 6 parts is this. and 3 times 1 is 3 parts is this. So from the y coordinate 5 take away 6. 5, you take away the 6, you are going down, so 5 take away 6 is minus 1, which will become the c coordinate. So coordinate c, x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is minus 1. So that is the answer for the question number 14. Topic number 8, quadratic inequalities. In this equation, you need to first factorize x squared minus 8x plus 12. So the usual factorization, 12 is 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. So 2 and 6, you add them together gives 8. So the answer is x minus 2, x minus 6 less than or equal to 0. So x can be 2, x can be 6. So if you draw a quadratic happy face graph, it intersecting at the x-axis at 2 and 6. If the function, the inequality is less than equal to 0, you got to look for the below the x-axis. That means the portion below the x-axis, this is the portion. That is between the x-coordinate 6 and 2. So the combined answer for the solution for this question number 15, answer is x is between 2 and 6. Question number 16. It's the same question. I'm not going to be doing the factorization. I'm going to drawing the graph. So it's the same graph and intersecting at 2 and 6. So now the point is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means above the x-axis. Above the x-axis means this portion and this portion. So that means x is less than 2 or x is greater than 6. So you don't need to put the equal sign because the question doesn't have an equal sign, and that is the answer. Topic number 9, equation of parallel lines. Parallel lines having the same gradient determine the slope of the line. So parallel lines have the same slope, that means same gradient. So question number 17, the diagram shows a straight line with L1. The L1 line is given. A straight line L2 is parallel to the straight line L1 and passing through 0, minus 5. Find an equation for the L2. So first of all, we need to find out the gradient of the L1. You can draw a right angle triangle to find out what is the y difference, which is 3, and what is the x difference, which is 6. So gradient m equal y difference divided by x difference, which is 3 over 6 is half. So the equation of the L2 also y equal half x plus c. Now you can substitute a point passing through 0 minus 5 means minus 5. If you put 0 to the x coordinate, 0 plus c, so c equal minus 5. So the answer is y equal half x minus 5, and that is the equation for the answer, question number 17. Question number 18, I'm expecting this type of questions to come in the exam. Here are 4 equations is given, 4 or 5 equations given. So actually it's not 4 equations, so 5 equations given. 2 of these lines are parallel. So parallel means the gradient has to be equal. So if the equations is not in the y equal mx plus c, you need to rearrange into a y equal mx plus c, make it the y as a subject. So first equation, the gradient is 3. Second equation, you need to divide by 4. So y equal 2 over 4 is half x plus 2 over 4 is half. So the gradient is half, right? 3x plus 3y equal 3. So y equal, so 3y equal minus 3x. So minus 3x plus 3. So if you divide by 3, y equal minus x plus 1. So the gradient equal minus 1. The next one, if you rearrange this equation, you get y equal 3x plus 9 and the gradient m equal 3. And this one, y equal minus 4x divided by 2 is minus 2x and plus 5 over 2. So the gradient is not the same, m equal minus 2. So now if you check all the equations here, m equal 3 and m equal 3 are the gradient same. So therefore line K and line N are parallel. So line K and the line N are parallel lines. Topic number 10. Form an equation and solve. Question number 19. Hannah and Tim both think of a number. Hannah's number is a negative number. Tim's number is one more than Hannah's. They each take the reciprocal of their numbers. The sum of the reciprocal is given 5 over 6. Use the algebra to work out Hannah's original number. So this kind of reasoning question, you need to form one or two equations and solve as a linear equation or simultaneously. So first of all, Hannah, think of a number. Her number is a negative number. So I'm going to put minus x is her number. And T stand for Tim. He is thinking one more than Hannah's number. So which is minus x plus 1. So I can write that as a 1 minus x. So now reciprocal means flip. Reciprocal of 2 means 1 over 2. Reciprocal of 3 over 4 means flip 4 over 3. So they find the reciprocal of their numbers. So 1 over minus x plus 1 over 1 minus x, and they add them together. Answer is 5 over 6. Now you need to do multiply minus x times by 1 minus x, algebraic fractions, and then you multiply the 1 minus x by the 1, so which is 1 minus x, and the minus x by 1, so minus x times 1 is minus x, equal 5 over 6. So 1 minus 2x over minus x plus x squared equal 5 over 6. Cross multiply, 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12x equal 5 times minus x is minus 5x plus 5x squared. So bring everything to one side. So this side I put 0 equal 5x squared. Then minus 12x coming this side, positive 12x minus 7x minus 5x is positive 7x I believe, and minus 6. So now you can put two brackets and factorize the quadratic equation. That is the main idea. Solve and find out the answer. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 6 is 30, and we can factorize 10 and 3. So 10 having plus and 3 having minus. So 5x minus 3 is correct, and 5x plus 10, you can simplify 5 and 10 cancels out. So the answer is 5x minus 3 is one of the answer, and the next one is x plus 2. So x plus 2 equals 0. That could be the answer then. So x equal minus 2, it's the Hannah's number. The other number, it is not possible because that is a positive. Hannah's number is negative. So x could be 3 over 5. So you need to say not possible. Not possible. That is the question number 19. Question number 20 is ABC is a triangle and EFGH is a trapezium. All the measurements are in centimeter. The perimeter of the two shapes are same. The perimeter, if you find the isosceles triangle, this also 5x. Add all the x's. So 14x plus 8 is the perimeter for this one, equal to And the perimeter for this one is 5x plus 5x is 10x, 17x, 18x, and 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 minus 1 is plus 1, and this is going to be minus 6. So trying to do the algebra properly, so 5x plus 1, again 5x plus 1, x minus 1, 7x minus 7, you add everything and you will get the 18x minus 6. Now rearrange 14x minus coming this side, so 18x minus 14x, which is 4x, and the minus 6 is coming this side. 6 plus 8 is 14, so 14 equal 4x, so x equal 3.5. So x equal 3.5 means this is 3.5 minus 1 is 2.5, and this one is 7 times 3.5. Just going to be using the calculator. So in the calculator, 7 times 3.5, sorry, 7 times 3.5 minus 7, so that is going to be 17.5. So this is going to be 17.5, and now 4x equal 4 times 3 is 12, and 14 is the correct answer. So trapezium's area, they are asking, area is a plus b divided by 2 times by height. So a as in 2.5 and b as in 17.5 divide by 2 times by 14, right? 17.5, 2.5 is 20, 20 divided by 2 is 10, 10 times 14 is 140 centimeter squared. So that is the answer for the question number 20. Topic number 11, linear equation. So solving equations means you finding the value for x. Question number 21, 2x minus 1 equal 9. So you can add 1 both sides. So this becomes 2x equal 9 plus 1 is 10. You can divide by 2 both sides. So x equal 5. Question number 22, you need to rearrange 2x coming this side and minus 1 going that side. So 5x minus 2x, then 5 plus 1. So this is becomes 3x equals 6. Then divide by 3, divide by 3. So x equal 2. Question number 23. You can do the cross multiplication, so that means the 3 is multiplied by 3x minus 1 and the 2 is going to be multiplied by the 2x plus 1. So 3 bracket 3x minus 1 equal 2 bracket 2x plus 1. Multiplying the brackets, so 9x minus 3 equal 4x plus 2. So 4x coming this side and minus 3 coming that side. So 9x minus 4x equal to positive 3. 9x take away 4x is 5x equal 5. So x equal, divide by 5 both sides, x equal 1 is the correct answer. Now this type of questions, you have the denominator different numbers 3, 5 and 2. So 3, 5, 2, the LCM, lowest common multiple, is 30. So you multiply by 30, so 30 times 2x over 3 minus 30 times 1/5 and 30 times x over 2. Now you can simplify, 3 goes into 10, 10 times 2x is 20x, minus 5 goes into 30 is 6, minus 6 equal 2 goes into 15, that is 15x, right? 15x coming to this side is 20x minus 15x, equal minus 6 go other side is positive 6. 20x take away 15x equal 5x equals 6. X equal 6 divide by 5. It is a calculator paper. You press the calculator, so you get 1.2. So solving equation means you are finding the answer for the x. That is the topic linear equation. Topic number 12, laws of indices. In this topic, you need to familiar with the power laws, which is when bases are same and you are multiplying, powers need to be added together. When the bases are same and when dividing by the powers here, 7 take away 3 is 4. Power to the power another power, powers need to be multiplied. 2 times 5 is 10. So power to the power 0 is 1. Power to the power 1, the expression itself. So these are the basic topics you need to know. So simplify. First question number 25. So number cross with number. You can 24 divided by 3 is 8. X to the power 5 and x to the power 2 divided. So powers need to be take away. 5 take away 2 is 3. Y to the power 4, y to the power 7. So y to the power 4 minus 7, which is minus 3. Or you can write this way, 8x cube over y cube. You can write the y minus 3 as 1 over y to the power 3. Next question number 26. This 3 belongs to 2 to the power 3 times by x to the power 3 times by 3, 9 times y to the power 2 times by 3, 6. So the answer is 2 to the power 3 is 8, x 9, y 6. Simplify. Question number 27. Square root means square root of 25 is 5. When you square root a power get half of it. So x to the power 4 becomes x to the power 2 because half of 4 is 2. 36 square root is 6. Half of 2 is 1. So y is the correct answer. The next question, work out the value of x. 3 to the power 2x plus 2.5 is the left hand side. 1 over this 3 as in 3 to the power 1 multiply by square root of 3 means 3 to the power half. 3 to the power half means 0.5. So that is 1 over 3 to the power 1 plus 0.5, 1.5. So this is 3 to the power 2x plus 2.5. So 3 to the power 2x plus 2.5 equal 3 to the power 1.5 go up is minus 1.5. Now the bases are same. Now you can write as a 2x plus 2.5 equal minus 1.5. Now 2x equal, the minus 2.5 go other side is minus 1.5 minus 2.5. Minus 2.5 minus 1.5 becomes minus 4. So 2x equal minus 4. So x equal minus 2, and that is the answer. That is laws of indices. Topic number 13, expanding brackets. So this is one of the easiest topic. I just want to quickly run through this one. X times 3x is 3x squared. Minus 7 times x is 7x. That is the answer for the question number 29. Question number 30 is expand. 2c is outside. 2c times 5 is 10c. Minus 2c times c squared is 2c cubed. And that is the answer for the question number 30. Expand and simplify is a 2 brackets coming. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times 5 is 25 and minus 6x. Careful here, minus time minus is positive 14, and now 10x take away 6x is 4x plus 25 plus 14 is 39 is the correct answer. Expanding double brackets, we are using a method called FOIL, first out inside last. First, so that means 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Out 2x times minus 7 is minus 14x, and then plus 5 times 3x is 15x, and minus 5 times 7 is 35, and 6x squared plus 1x minus 35, that is the double bracket answer. Now find the value of A, B, C, D is a triple brackets. So how to do the triple brackets? So you can multiply x plus 5 with 3x plus 7 first, the double brackets first. So x times 3x is 3x squared, x times 7 is 7x, plus 15x plus 35. So if you simplify that one is 3x squared plus 22x plus 35 is the correct answer. That is going to be multiplied by x minus 2. So now multiply x times 3x squared, so 3x cubed plus 22x squared plus 35x. What I'm doing is I'm multiplying by x entire bracket. Then now minus 2 times 6x squared, then minus 44x minus 70. So the minus 2 multiply the entire bracket. Now collecting like terms. So 3x cubed, 22x squared, take away 6x squared is 16x squared, plus 35 with minus 44 is minus 9x minus 70. That is the answer. However, you need to be ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d format. So a as in 3 and b as in 16, c as in minus 9 and d as in minus 70. This is the answer for the question number 33, that is expanding brackets. Topic number 14, factorization. So factorization is the opposite of expanding brackets. So you need to take a common number or letter outside of the brackets. Here 5 and 35, you can take the 5 out. So the remaining x plus 5 times 7 is 35. So 5x plus 7 is the answer. Question number 35. X squared plus 8x plus 15. So you need to put them into the brackets. It's quadratic factorization. 15 is 5 and 3. So x plus 3 and x plus 5. And that is the answer. Question number 36 is 2 is going to be times by 12 is 24. And 24, I believe 3 and 8 is the proper answer for the factors. 8 take away 3 is 5. So positive 5 and negative 3. So 2x something, 2x something, right? So 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 8. So if you simplify 2x minus 3 in one bracket, and if you simplify 2 and 8, x plus 4, it's going to be other bracket. So this is the proper answer for the question number 36. Question number 37, 15 and 35, you can take the 5 as the answer, and x is there, so you can take the x also outside. 5 times 3 is 15 and x squared is going to be left over. 5x times 7 is 35, and that is going to be the factorized answer. Question number 38, if you take the 2 out, it's going to be x squared minus 25, and if you take the 2 out, x squared minus 25 as in 5 squared. So you can put in two brackets x minus 5 and x plus 5. So x minus 5, x plus 5. And here you can take the 2x out, x squared out, minus 4, and 2x, x squared minus 2 squared, then 2x, x minus 2, x plus 2, and that is the answer for the question number 39. Topic number 15, unit conversion for area. So this topic is going to be combined with a question called pressure. Pressure equal force over area. So they are going to give the area in centimeter squared, and you must convert that into a meter squared to calculate the pressure. So we will study the pressure in the different topic. Now to convert the unit, so the theory says centimeter to meter. Centimeter to meter, you must divide by 100. If it is centimeter squared, you need to do the same thing. Centimeter squared to meter squared, you need to divide by 100 squared. That's all. So 40, A part, 40 centimeter squared means 40 divide by 100 squared. So if you do that one, so 40, you can divide it by 100 and another 2 zeros. So that means 40, you don't need to worry about it. So you have a calculator. So 10,000. So cut 0, cut 0. So I'm going to use the calculator. So 40 divided by 100 squared. So the answer is 4 times 10 to the power minus 3. So 4 times 10 to the power minus 3, which means 0.004 meter squared. Very careful. This is very important in the paper too. They are going to be put the pressure equation. Given that in centimeter squared, you need to convert that into a meter squared. So B part, convert 2 meter squared. So 2 meter squared means you need to times by 100 squared. So 2 times 100 times 100. So that means 2 with 4 zeros. So that means 20,000. So 20,000 centimeter squared. So that is the answer for the question number 15. Topic number 16, percentage. Depreciation. You must understand the formula. Sometimes they won't be giving the formula in the question, but however, we believe that formula is in the formula sheet. FV equal PV bracket 1 minus R over 100 to the power N. FV stand for final value, PV stand for purchase value, and percentage depreciation is R, and N is the time in years or whatever the periodic time. A quote was priced at 64 in a sale after 20% reduction. What was the original price of the quote? So this is a straightforward percentage question. So we don't know the original price. So we put OP, original price is unknown, and the quote is now 20% reduction. So reduction means the multiplier is 100, take away 20 is 80. So 80 divided by 100 is 0.8 is the multiplier, and the sale price is given as a 64. So original price, you can use the reverse percentage. So the method to do is 64 divide by 0.8. So that is the correct answer. You can use the calculator. So it's 64 divided by 0.8, and the answer is 80. So that is the first part answer. Second part, a car bought for 15,000 loses 15.5% of its value each year. What is the value of the car after 10 years? So purchase value is given, PV is 15,000, and the rate also given 15.5%, and the time is given, N equal is 10. So final value FV equal 15,000 times by 1 minus 15.5 over 100 to the power 10. So you straight away press the calculator for that. So 15,000 times by bracket 1 minus, you can use the fraction button, 15.5 and down arrow 100 and right hand side bracket close to the power 10. So that's all you need to do, and 2,783.9, so roughly 2,784 pounds. So 2,784 nearest to the whole number, So that is the answer for the depreciation. Remember the formula, so substitute and press the calculator. So remember, there's a compound interest formula. The compound interest formula is the same as this one, but in between 1 plus. But we believe that compound interest is not coming for the paper 2, only the depreciation. Remember, 1 minus rate over 100. That is the topic 16. Topic 17, use of ratio. The ratio question can be come in any format. We particularly choose this question. Maybe this question involved use of calculator and the final answer in the ratio. In addition to this question, we have 2 more ratio questions, but the ratio is a wider topic. It can come in any format. So the question number 42 we selected. The surface gravity of the planet can be worked out using the formula is given, where M is in kilogram, R is in meters. Earth's properties are given, Jupiter's properties are given, means mass and radius is given. Work out the ratio of the surface gravity of Earth of the surface gravity of the Jupiter. So they ask you to compare the both gravities, Earth and Jupiter. Write your answer in the format of 1:n. So what they are asking is G equals 6.67 times 10 to the power minus 11. So G is as 6.67 times 10 to the power minus 11 times by M. M is, Earth's M is 5.98 times 10 to the power 24 over R squared. So which is, Earth is 6.378 times 10 to the power 6 whole thing squared. So you get the answer for this one. The question is about ratio. This is the Earth's gravity. Then the Jupiter's gravity is going to be 6.67 times 10 to the power minus 11 times by 1.9 times 10 to the power 24 over bracket 7.149 times 10 to the power 7 whole thing squared. So now what we want to do is the 6.7, you need to cancel each other. 10 to the power minus 11, 10 to the power minus 11, 10 to the power 24, 10 to the power 24 cancels each other, right? So we can find out the answer for 5.98. So you can take the calculator, right? So this is going to be fraction 5.98 and use the arrow key, bracket start, 6.378 times 10 to the power button 6, then use the arrow key, close the brackets, squared. So if you press the answer, you will get 1.4, and I'm going to use the calculator to my second screen so then I can read the answer. Something 1.47 times 10 to the power minus 13 is to ratio. And now I'm not going to change this answer, I'll keep this one, right? Now I'm going to find this answer. Then answer is 1 is to n. So whatever this answer, divide by the previous answer 1.47. So in the calculator, more effectively you can do this one. Can you please carefully observe this one, how I'm doing is, now on the right hand side calculation, I'm going to use 1.9 and arrow bracket start 7.149 times 10 to the power 7, then bracket close and squared. So I'm pressing the this one, right? Whatever the answer, divide by, right? Whatever the answer, divide by the previous answer. If you want, you can put this into the bracket. So the previous answer, the entire thing in the brackets. So that gives the more confidence. So the previous answer divide by the my first right hand side answer, that gives 2.52. So that is the answer. So 1 is to 2 points. I'm just going to be using the calculator to my different screen. So this is going to be 2.528. So 29 times 10 to the power minus 3. So this is 1 is to n format. So you can use whatever the method. So ratio means common numbers can be omitted in the calculation. Then find the answer using the answer function. You can effectively find the 1 is to n. So n equal, that is the one. So 0.0025. So that is the n answer. Second question, Colin, Dave, Emma share some money. Colin gets 3/10. So Colin gets 3/10. So that means Dave plus Emma, they both going to be share between 7/10. So 7/10 is going to be share in the ratio of 3:2. Here is the trick, Emma and Dave. So this is the Emma and this is the Dave. So Emma and Dave is 3:2. So what is the Dave's share? So Dave's share is, Dave is going to be get 2 portion out of 5 times by the leftover 7/10. So this is going to be 2 goes into 1, 2 goes into 5. So that is going to be 7/25 is the correct answer. Next question, ratio A is to B is given and B is to C also given. So this is 3:5 and this is 2:3. So if you have the common ratio, 5 and 2 is 10, and if I times by 2 and times by 2, so 2 times 3 is 6:10, and this times by 5 and this times by 5, and this is going to be 15, right? So 6:10:15, that is the A is to B is to C. So that is the use of ratio, topic number 17. Topic number 18, direct proportion. Direct proportion and inverse proportion already came in the paper 1 in a formula format. So they have combined the direct and inverse proportion in the combined format. I believe that is going to be a paper 1 17, question number 17. So they are not going to be put the similar questions in the paper 2. However, the direct proportions reasoning question, like a concept, right? It could be a ratio question. It could be a recipes type of questions. Let's look at these two questions we have chosen. Question number 45. Abhi wants to buy 11 oat bars. One oat bar cost is 52p. A pack of 4 oat bars costs £2. So if you're going for a pack, 4 oat bars is coming, that is £2. So that means one oat bar cost you 50p. If you divide £2 by 4 is 50p. So that means it's better off buying a pack full of 4 oat bars, cost you 50p per oat bar. So we need 11 oat bar. So you can go for 4's multiples. So 4, 8, 12 is too much. So you only go for 2 pack. So 2 pack is going to be 2 times £2. So that is going to be £4 you already spent. However, you only have 8 oat bars. So 8 means, so 3 oat bars you are going to be buying as a single. Single price is £3. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. £1 56 pence. So you add £1 56 pence for the total. So £5 56 pence. It's going to be the price for the total 11. So if you times all the 11 by 52, if you're buying in a single price, that is going to be £5.72. That is expensive. So that is not the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. So the least price is, so least price is £5.56. Next question, a recipe for a cake uses following ingredients: 250 grams of flour, everything's given. What quantities of flour and milk are needed for a cake that uses 5 eggs? So 2 eggs recipe is given, and you are going to be guess or calculate 5 eggs recipe. So here to here times by 2.5, because 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So flour is 250 grams of flour, right? So that is going to be times by 2.5. We need to find out that. And milk is quarter of pint. So quarter of pint is the milk. So that also times by 2.5. So we can use the calculator to do this one. So just putting the calculator here. So 250 times 2.5 times bigger. So you need 625 grams flour. So write that one, 625 grams of flour. So the next one is the milk. So milk is going to be quarter. So make it 1/4. So quarter times 2.5. So that is going to be 5/8. So 5/8 of the pint. So you can say that is going to be 5/8 of a pint of milk. So this is the milk and this is the flour, right? So that is the direct proportion. Topic number 19, inverse proportion. 8 taps take 3 hours to fill a cylinder with water. How long will it take 6 taps to fill the same cylinder? So this is inverse proportion. If the number of taps reduces, the time taken is increases. So first of all, in this type of question, you need to find out one tap needs 8 times 3, 24, right, hours. So you given information 8 and 3, you times together. So if you open only one tap, it takes 24 hours. So if it is going to be 6 taps, right? So that 24 hours divide by 6, so it is going to be 4 hours if we are opening the 6 tabs. That's how to do this question. State any assumption that you have made. Yes, we assume, so we assume all the tabs are open in the same level, or in bracket you can say rate of flow is same in all tabs. So that is the rate of flow word is same for all the tabs. That is the topic number 19. Topic number 20, currency conversion. Asif is going on a holiday to Turkey. The exchange rate is given £1 and 3.5601 lira. So Asif is changing £550 to lira and work out how many liras he should get. Give your answer to nearest lira. So that means £1 is equal to 3.5601 lira. So you are going to be finding 550. So that means 550 times 3.5601. That is going to be, so this is a calculator paper, so make sure that when you use the maximum benefit from the calculator. So 3.56601. So that is the answer, 1958. So nearest lira, so I'm going to be leave it as 1958 lira. Okay. Asif sees a pair of shoes in Turkey. The shoes cost 210 lira. Asif does not have a calculator. He uses £2 as a 7 lira to work out the approximate cost for the shoes. So he assumes £2 is nearly equal to 7 lira. So use this conversion and find out approximately cost of the shoe is £60. They already given the answer, but you need to prove. So if it is 210 lira, so conversion is times by 30. 30 times 7 is 210. So you times by 30 here. 30 times 2 is £60 is the answer for the question. Question number 49. Maria is going to holiday to America. She changes 250 into dollars. The exchange rate is given. How many dollars should Maria gets, right? So 250 pounds, you're changing to dollar, so times by 160. Again, it is a calculator question. So 250 times by 1.6, that answer is 400 American dollars. So you need to do $400 is the correct answer. Next question, Maria wants to buy some music. She buys the music in America or Germany. The cost of the music America is $29. In Germany is 21.50 euros. So the exchange rate is given. So all what you want to do is convert this back into the pounds. She is very familiar with converting, comparing the values in pounds. So she need to know in her own country's currency what is the music player or music cost for her. So in which country is the music is cheaper is the question. So all what you want to do is now this time you are converting back into the British pounds. You need to divide. So 29 American dollar divide by 160 is the currency of the conversion. So that cost her 18.125 pounds. So this is pounds, 18 pounds roughly. For safe side, I'm writing everything in the calculator display. You never know, sometimes like a comparison in decimals. So now the Germany 21, the currency in the Germany is euro, and divide by 1.18 euro to pounds conversion. So 18.22. So 18.22 is the cost of the player if you convert that into pounds. So cheaper one is America. America's cost is cheaper. So when you are multiplying by the exchange rate, if you are going for other countries' currency, when you are dividing, you are bringing the currency back into your British pounds. So after the holiday, sometimes you have currency left, you need to be convert back into the pounds. That is the division. If you are going on a holiday, you are converting to the country's currency. That is the time you multiply. That is the topic number 20. Topic number 21, pressure. As I said, like in the topic 15, there's a unit conversion for the area is going to be combined together with this pressure question. Let's have a look. Find the pressure exerted by a force 600 newtons on an area 30 centimeters squared. I will underline the 30 centimeters squared. So give your answer in newtons per meter squared. That is the unit for the pressure. Pressure equation is already given, which is force over area, and force is 600 Newton over area is 30 centimeters squared. So again, I'm going to be helping you. 30 centimeters squared, we are going to be converted to a meter squared, divide by 100 squared. So 30 divide by 100 squared. So you don't need to worry about any of this calculation. You press the calculator to get the answer straight away. That's all you need to do. So open the calculator. So fraction 600 divide by bracket start 30 divide by 100 squared bracket close. That's all you need to do. So the answer is 200,000 Newton per meter squared. So 200,000 newtons per meter squared. So that is the answer for the topic number 21. Topic number 22, circle theorems. In these circle theorems, there are 8 to 9 theorems you need to remember and memorize the wording. So sometimes you need to gain marks for reasoning out, writing the theorem for the reasoning out. O is the center. We are going to be choosing 2 questions and trying to talk about the circle theorem involved. The tangent DB is extended to T. The line AO is added to the diagram. The angle TBA is given 62 degrees and BDC is 40 degrees somewhere here. And now if you don't have the time to write the step-by-step reasoning out, you can mark in the diagram but reason it out there in the diagram. So you can do that so also. Or if you have enough space in the page, you write it step by step what you believe it's true and following to the argument where you need to find the variables in the question. So variables in the question is x and y. So x is somewhere here. They have given O is the center. So I can say OB equal to OA equal to OC. Why is that? They all are equal because of the radius. So when it comes to radius, this is equal, and this is equal. What does that mean? AOB is an isosceles triangle. So triangle AOB is an isosceles triangle. So you can reason it out nicely. So that means the angle of this one equal to angle of this one. So I'm going to say TBO is 90 degrees, because radius perpendicular to tangent, right? So that is ABO, given that 90 minus 62. You can use the calculator to make sure you are writing that correct answer. 28 degrees is this one. So this is 28, this is 28. So you can find out x equal angles in a triangle 180 minus 28, 28 is 56. I believe it's going to be 124 degrees is the x, right? So we found the 124 as a x answer. Then the y answer, y is somewhere here. So that is also y because of the isosceles triangle, and we need to know what is this one. To do that, this is 90 degrees and this is 90 degrees, and we can find out BOC, right? So BOC in a quadrilateral, all the angles add up to 360 minus 90 minus 90 minus 40, right? So 360 minus 90 is 180, 180 minus 40 is 140 degrees, right? So BOC is 140 degrees is here. Now we can find out AOC. AOC, angles around the point is 360. So 360 minus 140 and minus 124. Right, and I need to find out the AOC. This time I'm just using the calculator. So 360 minus 140 and minus 124. I don't have enough space to write the reasoning out, so just to make sure you have written down all the reasoning out. So all what you want to write is angles around the point is 360. So 96 degrees. I'm going to mark here, this is 96 degrees. So therefore y equal 180 minus 96 divide by 2. So that's all you need to do. So 180 take away 180 take away 96, that is 84, and that is 42 degrees is the correct answer. So 42 degrees is the angle y. So we already found out and reasoned out all the steps. Next question, point A, B, C are all on a circumference of a circle. Angle AOB is 2x plus 28, this angle, and ADB is given 3x minus 70. Calculate the value of x. You must state what circle theorem, geometric factor you use, right? So first of all, you need to know this one. So AOB, it's the center angle, it's twice of the ACB. From that you can find out ACB is 2x plus 28 divided by 2. So that is going to be x plus 14 is the answer ACB. So this I believe is going to be x plus 14. I divide the 2x plus 28 by 2. Now that is what? So angles in a center, double the angle subtended in the circumference. So you need to write it nicely, that one. After that, you need to apply one more theorem. So that is ACB plus ADB in a cyclic quadrilateral. The opposite angles add up to 180. So you can write that cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles add up to 180. So then x plus 14 here, and this is 3x minus 70 equal 180. So 3x plus x is 4x equal 180 plus 70 minus 14, and from that you can find the answer. I'm not going to be taking any risk calculating mentally. I'm just going to be using the calculator. So 180 plus 70 minus 14, that gives an answer. Divide by 4 and that gives 59 degrees, or whole number. So that is the circle theorem answer. That is the topic 22 for circle theorems. You make sure you remember the basics of the circle theorems. Angle subtended by a diameter is 90 degrees. Radius and tangents are perpendicular. Two radii makes an isosceles triangle. Alternate segment theorem. Cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles are 180 degrees. And angles subtended in the same segments are equal. And all this basic geometrical angles idea you need to remember. Topic number 23, volume of a composite shape. So volume of a composite shape means they can often combine the hemisphere with the cone, or there may be other two objects combined together to form a solid. So you make sure that when you apply the formula correctly, use of calculator, press the calculator, substitute and find out the answer. So here we choose one of the example to show a solid is made by putting hemisphere on the top of a cone. The total height of the solid is 5x and the radius of the base cone is x. The radius of the hemisphere also x. So if you see the height of the cone is 4x here, because of, if I draw a line and here to here, this gap is going to be x, right? And now the height of the cylinder is h and the radius is 2x here. A cylinder has the same volume as a solid. The cylinder has radius 2x and the height is h. All the measurements are in centimeter. Find the formula h in terms of x. Give your answer in the simplest form, right? So first of all, I'm going to be finding the volume of the solid. So volume of the solid. So volume of the solid means we need to find out the cone. So the cone's volume equation is given 1/3 pi r squared, which is x squared. H is going to be 4x. So 1/3 pi r squared h plus half of the sphere is the hemisphere, half of the 4/3 times by pi r squared. R cube, sorry, x cube. So I can simplify this one. So 4/3 pi x cube plus this 2 and 4 cancels out, so 2/3 pi x cube. So if I combine this one, 4 plus 2 is 6, divide by 3, 2 pi x cube is the volume of the solid. So now volume of the cylinder. So they said they both are same. So volume of the cylinder is equal to pi r squared. They didn't give the formula, so you got to remember pi r is 2x whole thing squared h. So if you use your maths knowledge, 2 squared is 4. So 4 pi x squared h is the volume of the cylinder. So now we are going to be equate 4 pi x squared h, which is the cylinder's volume, equal to 2 pi x cube. So we are going to make the h as a subject. So 2 pi x cube divided by 4 pi x squared. So pi and pi cancel. So 2 is 1 and 2 is 2. So half x cube divided by x squared. So powers need to be take away. 3 take away 2 is 1. So half x. So h equal, so that is the answer, h equal x by 2, half a x. That is the formula for the h in terms of x. So make sure you apply the correct formula for the composite solid. That is the topic number 23. Topic number 24, sine and cosine rules. You need to be familiar with the sine and cosine rule. So sine rule, I'm going to be writing here, sine rule is A over sine A equal B over sine B equal C over sine C. This is true for any triangle. So that is the sine rule. And the cosine rule, if you start from A squared, so other 2 squared B squared plus C squared minus 2BC and cosine of angle A. So this is the cosine rule and this is the sine rule. Sometime you need to use the area of the triangle using trigonometry. Half AB sine C is the formula for the area of the triangle. These are the formulas. You need to be familiar with this. Topic number 24. I'm choosing two questions here to explain the topic. So the diagram shows the tetrahedron. AD is perpendicular to both AB and BC, and AB is 10 and 8 and 5 is given. Angle is 90 degrees. Calculate the size of the angle, the blue color triangles. This is the angle. Let's say I'm going to put theta. It's an angle notation. So I need to have that angle. So this is a use of cosine rule. I need to find out what is the dB and what is the DC and what is the BC. So using the Pythagoras theorem, you can find out the BC. So BC equal square root of 8 squared plus 10 squared, right? So I'm using the calculator. So let me show you how to press the calculator for this one. Square root of 8 squared plus 10 squared. So 164 to root 41. So I'm just going to leave it as square root of 164, right? And after finding the BC, I'm going for BD. So BD is equal to square root of 5 squared plus 10 squared. So 5 squared plus 10 squared is 125, right? And the next one, DC. So DC equal square root of DC is 5 squared plus 8 squared. So that is going to be square root of 25 plus 64. So that is square root of 89. Square root of 89 is that one. So we already know roughly all the three sides. Now I'm going to be use of cosine rule. How to use the cosine rule? So always start from the opposite side to the angle. So BC squared is the starting point. BC squared equal the other two squared. So BD squared plus DC squared minus 2 times BD times DC times cosine theta, right? BC squared is what? 164 square root. When you square, the square root will go, so 164 equal BD squared is square root, it's gone 125 plus this is 89 minus 2 times square root of 164. Sorry, that is not the 100. So minus 2 times, so 2 times BD. BD is square root of 125 and square root of DC square root of 89, and this is cos theta, right? So now you rearrange the entire, this one will come that other side. So 2 times square root of 125 square root of 89 cosine theta equal 125 plus 89 minus 164. From that you can find out the cos theta, whatever the top answer, 125 plus 89 minus 164, divide by 2 times 125 and square root of 89. From there you can find out the theta. I'm going to show you how to press this calculator in one go. So use the shift button and cosine inverse, and then fraction button. 125 plus 89 minus 164, and that's the top number, and 2 times square root of 125, and come outside and press square root of 89 and go to the right hand side and close the brackets. That's all about it. So the answer is nearest to one decimal place is 76.3, right? So 76.3 degrees is the use of cosine rule and the angle we found. So find the value of x is question number 55. Is a direct sine rule, 7 over sine 60. So 7 is opposite to the 60 degrees, equal to x opposite to sine 80, right? And now cross multiply. So x times sine 60, x times sine 60 equal 7 times sine 80, and x equal 7 times sine 80 over sine 60. So that is right. So I will show you the calculator how to do this one. So use the fraction button. 7 times sin 80 bracket, make sure you close it, and sin 60 bracket, close it, and 7.96 is the correct answer. So 7.96 the same unit. So if they're giving centimeter, it's going to be centimeter, right? So that is the topic number 24. Topic number 25, Venn diagram and probability. So the Venn diagram is given here with all the numbers are marked, and they're asking a couple of questions. Let's have a look. So this is the universal set, and write down the numbers are in set. So when you're writing the set A union B, which means you need to open a curly bracket and write all the numbers inside the A and B circle. So not in any particular order you can write. So I'm just going to be choosing ascending order. 12, before that 10 is there, so it doesn't matter. So 10, 12, 14, 16, 15 and 18. So count the numbers and see what we did is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. So this number, this number, this number, this number, and this number, and this number. So 6 numbers. A intersection B. A intersection B means the numbers in the common area, which is 12, 18. B part, one of the numbers in the diagram is chosen at the random. Find the probability that the number is in set A dash. So A dash means not A. So you need to understand A dash means not A. So not A means outside of the A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these 7 numbers out of 10 numbers. So 7 out of 10 is the correct answer for that one. So probability of A dash equal to 7 number not in the A, including the outside numbers out of 10 numbers. Now this is a conditional probability. You need to understand what is this sign indicating, right? So PA given that B. So this line is indicating given that symbol. So given that, right? Given that means you are selecting the number from B circle. So that is the probability of B. So probability of B means how many numbers are there? Altogether 5 numbers are there in the PB. Out of PB, and how many numbers are belongs to A? So that is probability of A intersection B. You don't need to write this equation. If you can remember how many numbers are belongs to A inside the B, that is the meaningful. So 2 out of 5 is the correct answer for that. So if PA given that B means you are selecting it from B, and inside the B circle 2 numbers belongs to A, so 2 out of 5. That is the topic 25. Topic 25 continues. Out of 50 people surveyed, 30 have a brother, 25 have a sister, 6 have neither a brother or a sister. Use this information to complete the Venn diagram. So you need to prepare this Venn diagram now. So altogether universal set is 50. Now you can say brother circle is 30, and the sister is going to be have a 25, and now 6 have neither, so 6 is outside. I have no idea what is in the intersection, so I'm going to mark it as a X. 30 is the full, so 30 minus X is 30 minus X, and 25 minus X is 25 minus X is this side, right? Now what you want to do is complete the diagram. So that means we need to find out what is the X. So 30 minus X plus 25 minus X plus 6 equal to 50, right? Minus X and plus X cancel. 30 plus 25 is 55. Minus X plus 6 equal 50. Now minus X is going other side, so becomes X. So 55 plus 6 minus 50, so this is going to be 11. So X is going to be 11. So if you draw the diagram again, so 11 people is going to become in the middle. 30 minus 11 is going to be 19, and 25 take away 11 is 14, and outside of the circle it's going to be 6, right? And that is the completed Venn diagram. Given that a person selected has a brother, so this is the brother circle and this is the sister circle. So given that conditional probability, so that means out of the 30 people who have brother, how many people find the probability that they also have a sister? So out of the brother circle people, 11 people have sister, right? So that is the answer for the B part. Question number 57 is done. So we are moving on to the 3 circles diagram. Sami asked 60 people which sports they like from rugby, football and cricket. So I'm going to be using a universal set with 60. For this circle, I'm going to be mark this as a rugby, and this one as a football, and this one as a cricket. 8 people like all the 3 sports, so 8 has to be in the middle. 17 people like rugby and football. Rugby and football means the whole thing is 17, right? So we need to understand, right? So we need to understand 17 take away the 8. So 17 take away 8 is not going to be 9 is the correct answer. 13 people like football and cricket. Football and cricket is 13. So 13 take away 8 is 5. And 19 people like rugby and cricket. Rugby and cricket is 19, take away 8 is 11. 35 people like football, so 35 people is football, and 27 people like cricket, and 30 people like rugby. So all what you want to do is you add the 9 plus 11 is 20, 28, and 2 people comes here. And 9 plus 8 is 17, 22, 25, and 30, right? So 18, 26, 35. So now 16, 24 plus 3 is going to be the 27. So altogether, if you add all the numbers, so 35 is in the football circle, 35 plus 3 is 38, 40, 51, 60 take away 51 is going to be 9 outside the circle. How many people like neither rugby or football or cricket is 9 is the correct answer. Given that the person selected at random from the 60 people, so out of the 60 people likes cricket, find the probability that the person like also rugby. So this question is a little bit trickier given that the person selected at random from the 60 people likes cricket. Right, so they are selecting the person from cricket circle. So cricket circle altogether 27. Inside the cricket circle, that this person also like rugby. So people who like the cricket also involved in the rugby is the this area. So 11 plus 8 is 19. So 19 over 27 is the answer for the B part. So you need to make sure, you need to understand a 2-circle Venn diagram and a 3-circle Venn diagram. You need to know the notation, intersection, and dash means complement of a set, and the union. That's all the topic 25. Topic number 26, box plots and comparing box plots. So this is going to be a must question in the paper 2. So they are going to be asked you to draw the box plot, or you can get some information from the box plot, and finally they will ask a comparing box plot question. Right. Question number 59, the box plot below shows the information about the times in minutes some boys took to do the same game puzzle. So time is given in the x-axis, and find the lower quartile. So lower quartile is this line, so I'm going to be marked LQ, and this is going to be upper quartile, I'm going to be marked UQ, and the line in the between is going to be the median, right? And this is going to be the lower value, and this is going to be the upper value, right? First question, find the lower quartile. Find the lower quartile, that line I need to think 10 and 15. 10 small boxes is going to be 5 division. So every 2 boxes is 1. So every 2 boxes is 1 means this lower quartile is going to be 2 boxes before 20. So that is going to be 19. And find the median. So it's going to be 25.5. And find the upper quartile. So find the upper quartiles after 25, 2 boxes, 26, 27, 28. Now find the interquartile range. Interquartile range means UQ, upper quartile, minus LQ. Upper quartile is 28 minus 19. The answer is 9 is the correct answer, right? So that is a simple question to understand what are the elements of the box plot. Now we are going to finding out the elements of the box plot and plotting or drawing the box plot. So we will see. Information about the ages of the 9 teachers are given below. 32, 34, 38, 40, 42, 44, 45, 48, 50, everything's in ascending order. That is the great news. Find the lower quartile. So lower quartile means if I see the number, so the 42 is the middle number, and out of this one, it's going to be a middle number. We need to select a number between this and this, and a number between this and this is going to be the upper quartile, and this is going to be the lower quartile. Let me start for the process. So how many numbers are there? 9. So n equal 9, right? So you can go for lower quartile LQ. It's going to be, right? Lower quartile is going to be, you need to do quarter of n plus 1. So that is 10 over 4. That is 2.5 term. So 2.5 term. So 2.5 term means 1, 2.5. So in between 34 and 38, you can add them up, divide by 2, and I get an answer. 36 is the correct answer. I will show the working out here. 34 plus 38 divide by 2. So I'm just going to be getting the middle value, 36. So upper quartile, the same pattern, 3/4 of n plus 1. So 10 times 3 is 30 over 4. So that is 15 over 2. 7.5 term. 7.5 term means you need to get 45 plus 48 divide by 2. So that is going to be 48, 53, 93 over 2. So that is going to be 46.5. So that is the upper quartile. Then, so lower quartile we already found out 36. Upper quartile is 46.5, right? And then the IQR is going to be 46.5 minus 36. It's going to be 10.5. So that is the interquartile range, is the width of the box plot. Median is the middle number, we already found out, is 42, right? And draw the box plot. So we are going to be drawing with a straight line. So how we are going to do? First of all, 36. So 36 is the lower quartile. So 2, 4, 6. So 36. So 30, 32, 34, 36. We are going to be draw a line from 36. And the 46.5. So 46.5 is 32, 34, 36, 38. This is 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. This is 50. So 50. So I'm just going to be counting the numbers properly. 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46 and 46.5, which is this line. And immediately before you finish this one, so that is the box plot, main box, and we know 42 is going to be the middle number. So 42 is going to be a line through the 42, and we need to find out the lower value of the data set is 32. So 32 is somewhere here. So draw a line and do like this, and 50 it's going to be somewhere here. So right, so that is the box plot. So making sure you understand how to find out the elements, lower quartile, upper quartile, and the interquartile range, median. After you finding all the elements of the box plot, draw a rectangular with the lower quartile and upper quartile, a rectangular box with the lower value and upper value either side. So that is the drawing the box plot, question number 60. And this one is the compare the box plots. So this is going to become as a part of the question. David records the time in minutes some girls took the puzzle. The following table shows the David's finding. Shortest time, lower quartile, everything is given. On the grid, draw the box plot showing the information in the table. So first of all, you need to draw again the box plot. So I'm going to be using my straight line tool. Lower quartile is 25, so a line through the 25. And after that, upper quartile is 33, so 10 boxes is 5, so 2 boxes is 1, so 25, 26, 27, 28. So this is 30. So 33 means 31, 32 and 33. So this is the box plot is drawn, and the lower value before that 29 is going to be 2 boxes before. So this is going to be shortest time is 18, so 15, 16, 17, 18. So and longest time is 44. So this is going to be a line here and draw the straight line, right? So now what we are going to do is comparing the box plots. So you need to be very careful. This is going to be a question in your paper too. The box plot given information about the boys. So this is the boys box plot, and this is going to be the girls box plot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be using a different tool to type up the answer to make sure you know this wording, how I'm writing the answer. So compare the distribution of the girls' time and boys' time. So first of all, I'm going to be comparing the median. So median of the girls, so median time for girls is 29 minutes, and median time for boys is, you can find out that one, so again 25.5. Right, so that means what? So boys completed the puzzle quicker than girls, right? So that is the one comparison. You need to compare the median. Now I'm going to be using the IQR for the boys. Sorry, IQR for the girls. First is IQR. We already found out upper quartile 33 and lower quartile 25 is 8. So the width of the box plot is 8. IQR for the boys is, so that is going to be, let's start with this one, 26, 27, 28 is the upper quartile, and 28 and 18. So 28 and 18 means 10, right? So now you need to say boys completion time is more spread than the girls completion time. So basically what I'm saying there, the width of the boys box plot is more wider than the girls. So which means the data is more spread in the boys completion time than the girls. So that means the data, the completion time is more consistent. So more consistent. So the box plots with this narrow mean is more consistent. So the completion time is more consistent for girls than the boys. So what I'm making a point is, in your exam, if two box plot comparison, one box plot is a smaller width than the other, the one with the smaller width is more consistent than the wider width. So you got to spell that technical term spread out. More spread out mean less consistent. Narrow box plot mean more consistent. So use this word to get the mark. So that is the topic 28, comparing box plots. Topic 29, capture-recapture method. In this technique, we capture a certain number of bees or rabbits or whatever it is, and then color code and tag them and release the entire population to the society again. So then recapture on the second day to see whether how many of the tagged items we recaptured again. So that is the technique we are going to use. So we are going to use these two questions to explain how the calculation works. Clive wants to estimate the number of bees in the beehive. So Clive catches the 50 bees from the beehive. He marked that each bee with a die. So he is coloring with a die. He then lets the bees go. The next day, the Clive catches 40 bees from the beehive. 8 of them have the tag. Work out and estimate the number of bees in the beehive. So this is the equation we are going to use, capital N over capital T. The left hand side of the equation is the first day. The right hand side of the equation, small n and small t, is the second day. Capital N means how many bees we captured on the first day. So 50 we captured. But we have no knowledge how many bees are in the total in the beehive. Equal to, second day we caught 40 bees. Out of 8 of them has the tag. So 8 over 40. So out of 40, 8 of them has the tag. So now you can cross multiply. 8 times t is 80 and 50 times by 40 and divide by 8. So t equal 50 times by 40 divide by 8. 8 goes into 40 is 5. So 5 times 50 is 250 bees in the beehive in total. Rough estimation. Write down any assumption you have made. So as a standard assumption you need to remember for the second part, you can say the color coded, the die is not wiped off from the bees, right? Assume that the dies we color coded, the bees remain on the second day as well. Any other assumption? So there is no natural disaster happens to the bees gone away somewhere, so our calculation will be wrong in that case. Third one, there is no newborn or death of the bees happen, or a different bunch of bees came from a different colony, so that kind of things never happen. So first day we capture, tag them and release them. Second day we capture and we are estimating. So between these 2 days, nothing, no new bees coming from external colonies. So that you need to be explained in the assumption. Next one, a farmer wants to estimate the number of rabbits on his farm. On Monday, that is the first day, he catches 120 rabbits and he tagged them and released them, 120 over t. And on Tuesday he catches 70 of them and 15 of them has the tag. So find out how many rabbits are on his farm. So 15 times t equal 120 times 70. So t equal 120 times 70 over 15. So that is going to be the answer. So I'm just going to be using the calculator. So making sure that when we have a rough estimation. So 120 times 70 divide by 15 and the answer is 560. So the answer is 560. bees are not bees, rabbits are going to be in this farm. Write down any assumption you have made, so the tag is not removed between the first day and second day, and then you can see there's no newborn rabbits, so there's no death of any rabbits in the farm, so you can say that one. So that is the topic 29, capture recapture. Our last topic number 30, is transformations. In the transformation topics, they can ask translation, reflection, rotation, or enlargement. When it comes to enlargement, it could be a negative or positive or fractional scale factor. We're going to be doing 6 questions in detail and trying to explain the theory behind the scene and trying to explain the topic. Translate the shape by the vector -5, 2. So -5, 2 means the top one indicating the x movement, and the bottom number, it's indicating the y movement. -5 is the x, mean the object is moving left hand side 5 units. So I pick up a point and just to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 5 to the left and 2 to the up, so 1, 2. So that is the point here. So now I'm going to be drawing a shape, exactly the shape as the object here. So like this, and like this, and like this, this, and like this. So that is the shape we drew, finding one point from here. After you drawn, you can check it out any other point. Say for example, if you want to check this point, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2. So that point is the identical point of that object. So that is the translated shape. Second one, reflect the shape T in the line y equal -1. Sorry, x equal -1. So x equal -1 means if you draw a line through the x equal -1 vertically, in that line all the points x coordinate is -1. That's what we call x equal -1. So it would be better after you draw the mirror line, you label them x equal -1. After that, what we are going to do, reflect the x distance from the mirror line to the object is 2 jumps. So again, you need to draw the 2 jumps, same point here. So now what we are going to do is we are going to be draw a line, that is the mirror image, and the image goes to 2 to the left and draw the triangle. So that is the reflected image of the T. So hope you understand that one. So we are going for few more questions. Now we are going to be practicing with the rotation. Rotation, it's a little bit tricky one. If you want, you can ask for the tracing paper during the examination. You place the tracing paper on top of the diagram and you keep the pencil or sharp pen tip at the center, -1 in this question. So in this question, -1 1 is the center point. From that -1, 1, you rotate, you draw the original shape of the diagram on the tracing paper, then you rotate the tracing paper by 90 degrees and making sure you draw the shape. But however, we are going to be using a technique called counting the squares. So for an example, the corner of this one, it's 1 to the up, 2 to the right, 1 to the up, 2 to the right, and 90 degrees clockwise rotation. So 90 degrees clockwise means this direction is 90 degrees clockwise. So 90 degrees mean that L-shaped blue color line becomes 90 degrees like this, 1 to the right and 2 to the down. So that becomes, that point, corner point becomes this point now, right? Again, I will tell you. So this is 1 to the up, 2 to the right. if you rotate by 90 degrees that L-shaped line, that becomes 1 to the right and 2 to the down. So that is the corner. So now from there you're going to be build up the horizontal line becomes 2 here, then it's coming like that, and it's coming like that, and it's coming like that, and it's coming like that, right? So the shape is rotated 90 degrees clockwise by the center point minus 1 comma 1, right? Now when you describe a fully single transformation that maps the shape Q onto the shape P, so this is obviously looks like it is a rotation. So shape Q is coming to the shape P. So definitely this is going to be a ACW, means anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise, this vertical line becomes horizontal. So that only can happen 90 degrees rotation. So you need to spell out the word rotation, 90 degrees, anti-clockwise. Now my important problem is center point. So you need to find a center point where it's been rotated from. So let's say from this point. So I'm just going to be counting, right, L shape from here to reach to the Q. So anywhere the first point is here. So the point I am referring this point, it's 2 to the up, 1 to the right. And now if you rotate anti-clockwise, that 2 to the up becomes 2 to the right and 1 to the up. So that becomes Q becomes the P. So this is 2 and 1. That is the rotation. So you need to spell that out, how to write that one. So you need to write rotation by anti-clockwise by 90 degrees, anti-clockwise through center point 1 comma 1. So these are the 3 information you need to give when it comes to rotation: angle of rotation, direction of rotation, and the center point. So we have done the rotation now, and we are moving on to the next slide, which is our enlargement. So when it comes to enlargement, we need to think about the center point and the scale factor. Let's do this one. So enlarged shape T for scale factor 2 and the center point 33. First of all, where is the center point 33? So this is the center point 33. So this is the center point 33. Now I am going to be counting how many squares I need to travel from here to any points. I need to travel 2 units, right? I need to travel 2 units. Scale factor 2 means times by 2. So that means what? 2 times 2 is 4. So that means 2 times 2 is 4 direction from here. So 2 and 4 here, right? And now what we found is this point is enlarged to this point. That's all about it, right? Now we pick up this point. To go to that point, I need to travel upwards by 1 and 2 right hand side. So 1 up, 2 right. So 1 is going to be double by 2. 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 is going to be double by 4. So that particular point enlarged to this point. So roughly now I know the idea how the diagram is going to become. So I'm going to be using a straight line tool. So somewhere here and somewhere here, these 2 points is more than enough, and connect this one. So that is the triangle. So you can take all the other points out of the diagram, which confuse us sometimes. So this is the final shape of the enlargement. So hopefully you understand counting the numbers, then after that double it because of the scale factor is 2. So each time you count and reach to a point, you need to double it because scale factor is 2. So you can check the answer by this length is 4, original length was 2. So that is working fine because 2 becomes 4 and the 3 becomes 6, right? Next question, it's a fractional and negative number is a minus 1.5 is the scale factor. 0, 2 is my center point. 0, 2 is, this is the point, right? And now I'm counting how many squares to reach to the first point is 2 to the right hand side. When it comes to negative scale factor, you need to do the opposite. So 2 times 1.5 is 3, but however 3 has to be go to the opposite direction, so this way. So that point, enlarged point is here, right? Transformation of that point is here. Now what we want to do is check this point. So that is from the center, I'm circling, this is the center. Always you measured from the center, 2 to the right, 2 to the up, 2 to the right, 2 to the up. So you do the opposite. So 2 times 1.5 is 3 to the left and 3 to the down. So because it's going 2 up, 2 times 1.5 is 3 down somewhere here. So now somehow I found the, if I put this is A and this is A dash, and if I put this is B and this is B dash, right? Now I'm going to be selecting the point C, right? C is 4 to the right, so 4 all the way and 2 up. 4 means 4 times 1.5. 4 times 1.5 is 6. So 3, 3, so 6 here, and 2 means you need to multiply by 2 times 1.5 is 3, and that is going to become as this point, right? So B and C are in the same level, so this is going to be our C dash, right? So now that is C dash found. So C to D is 1 down. So 1 times 1.5 is 1.5. So you need to go 1.5 up. This is the D dash, right? So D dash is this one. So I'm going to be make sure drawing the object in a different color to make sure that will stand out. So A to B, B to C, and C to D, and D to A. So the diagram is 1.5 enlarged, however, it's in the opposite direction, right? The easy way to check this is correct. So you can draw the constructions lines. We call this B and B are like to like lines, and C and C are like to like lines, and D and D are like to like lines, and finally A and A are like to like lines. Every single constructions line will go through the center points. That means we have done it correctly, right? So that is the enlargement scale factor negative with a fractional, and we done enlargement with a positive scale factor. We talked to you about the translation and rotation and reflection. So you are feel free to ask for a tracing paper during the exam, and they have to give it to you, and trace and copy the paper, rotate using your pencil tip, and make sure you rotate 90, 180, 270, 360 is the full round. That's all from me today. I hope you enjoy the video, and this will definitely will help you for the paper 2. Please watch the video. Is like a nearly 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's worth for watch this one. This is more than enough to do a complete revision for your paper 2 revision. So we are going to be releasing the unofficial marking scheme for the paper 2 on the 7th of June 2022 at 2 p.m. right? So we are that confident about the marking scheme. We will call and find out from all our students' feedback. Based on that one, we will determine what sort of questions came up in the exam, and we will predict the answers and publish the unofficial marking scheme on the day after the exam. Good luck, and I will see you on the third video tutorial. Bye.